Hello everybody and welcome to the $1,500 gaming PC build of the month brought to you by Noob Computer Build. My name is Corey. Welcome to another great month of computer builds, including the $600, $1,000, and $1,500 builds. This is the last one for the month, so I hope you enjoy. This month for the $1,500 gaming PC build for May 2013, we have the usual Intel Core i5-3570K quad-core processor, same as used in the $1,000 build. It's the go-to gaming processor for most gaming PC builds nowadays. You have the i5-3570K 3.4 gigahertz unlocked processor, easily overclocked, for $209.99 this month. Paired with that, we have the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo CPU cooler to make overclocking go smoothly and coolly. And then moving on, for the motherboard, we have the Asus P8Z77V motherboard this month. It's a really good motherboard. I wanted to switch up the motherboard a little bit this month. I usually went with the ASRock Extreme 6, still a great motherboard. However, I thought I'd add this one in. It's a teeny bit more expensive at $175.98. However, it has a bunch of cool features, and including built-in Wi-Fi for those of you that want more of a portability built into your PC without buying an external PCI card or what have you. So it has this built-in Wi-Fi Go feature, Asus calls it. Also, the one thing about Asus motherboards I've always liked is they have this really nice blue look, and they look good in pretty much any case. Along with this motherboard comes with a whole bunch of other Asus branded features which you may or may not use, such as Smart Digi Plus and Fan Expert 2. As well, supports PCI Express 3.0. Can have up to, I believe, 32 gigabytes of memory if you ever go up to that much. But yeah, great motherboard. Moving on, we have the MSI AMD Radeon HD 7970 3 gigabyte overclocked edition graphics card this month for $413.05. This graphics card will allow you performance of, well, you could play any game you want to, maxed out 1920 by 1080, all the way up to 2560 resolutions, 2560 by 1600 resolutions, easily. No worries here. So if you're planning to build a build with no worries of ever hesitating on any game, well, this is probably the build for you. Along with that, we have the Kingston HyperX Blue 16 gigabyte kit of RAM of 1600 megahertz package. This is plenty of RAM, 16 gigabytes for a gaming PC build. In fact, some may say it's a bit overkill. However, I say a $1,500 build, why not? We have 16 gigabytes for $112.16 this month. Kingston HyperX Blue RAM is one of my favorite sticks of RAM. Last month we went with the G.Skill RAM. Great kit of RAM as well. However, that price shot up and this one shot down, so I went with the Kingston HyperX Blue. As for a hard drive, we have the Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte hard drive. Great little hard drive. I've used it quite a bit in my builds. $66.99. If you want to get a larger hard drive, you have a little bit of extra budget, go for the 2 terabyte version, up to you, or the 3 terabyte version. However, 1 terabyte's a nice spot for a gaming PC build. Holds tons of games, and you can store anything else you have on other hard drives that you add to the build. Since we are using a full tower case, you have plenty of room. In this build, we have an included solid-state drive. We have the Crucial M4 256 gigabyte drive that you can use as a boot drive, or a drive to boot your most played games. You'll have which allow you for faster boot speeds. This comes in at $187.86. Because this month did not prove to have enough room for the Samsung 840 Pro, this is a slightly slower solid-state drive. However, not that much slower. It comes at a good price, and the Samsung 840 Pro is more expensive this month. I believe it comes in at around $280. So in my eyes, not worth it for the huge price difference. But if it is to you, then go with the Samsung 840 Pro by all means. The power supply I go with is the Corsair Professional Series AX 750 watt. Plenty of wattage for this build. Comes in at $149.99. the Corsair AX series of power supplies is a great series of power supplies. They come in at, I believe, 90% efficiency, which is a great efficiency for those that are concerned about that. And also it has the 80 gold rating. It's great power supply. Moving on, the computer case, we have the Fractal Design R2 Titanium. This is a pretty cool case. It's one of those minimalistic cases for those of you that don't like flashy lights and what have you all around the case. It looks really cool, has a nice shiny front. It's $130. This case, Fractal specifies that you could choose between ultra silent mode and ultra, or have the ultra airflow, whichever you choose. This is a very enthusiast friendly case for anyone that's a great enthusiast, which you most likely are if you're building your own PC. So I really like this case. And finally, we have the Samsung 24X optical drive, generic optical drive as per usual. Choose the cheapest one I can find that will work. And unless you have a whole collection of DVDs, Blu-rays, not really all that useful other than for installing the odd old game you want to play or operating system. But nowadays you also have the option to install those via a USB stick or an external hard drive. So there's no big deal here. $17.99. There you go. This build comes out to $1,494 this month. So right on ball here. Moving on, I have some alternatives for the $1,500 build, as stated on the original article here at noobcomputerbuild.com. The 4 suggestions I have this month, if you have a little bit of extra spending cash, is you could swap the processor for an i7. We have the Intel Core i7 3770K here. It comes in at $316.17. You could get a top-of-the-line graphics card going with the GTX Titan. These are very expensive. Come in at not very well. Depends on what you're expecting out of your build, but this is a $1,094 graphics card, so up to you. Now you can go with a slightly better CPU cooler. To overclock the Intel 3570K, here we have is the slightly newer Cooler Master Sidon 240Mi liquid CPU cooler, or you can get, as I stated earlier, you can get a slightly faster solid state drive, which are the Samsung 840 Pros are. This one here is also a larger one at 512 gigabytes, and this one comes in at $484.33. All right, that does it for the $1,500 gaming PC build of the month. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I will try and get back to you as soon as I can. Or likewise, please visit the blog/website at noobcomputerbuild.com. You can leave a comment there, and I will also get back to you as soon as I can. If you have any questions for any other additions or alternatives, shall you have them. All right, have a good day.